Hello everyone and welcome back. Today, we're diving into uncharted waters to discover the 10 rudest countries in the world for 2023. But hold on, before you grab your pitchforks, remember, this list is all in good fun. We're here to have a few laughs as we uncover some fascinating cultural quirks. But first, a quick warning. Politeness is subjective, and cultural norms differ from country to country. What may seem rude in one country may be perfectly fine in another. So, keep an open mind when going through this list, because remember, different strokes for different folks. Prepare to be surprised, amused, and maybe even a little shocked as we count down the 10 rudest countries in the world in 2023. Remember, friends, our goal is to celebrate diversity and not take life too seriously. If you're ready, let's get started. Number 10, Russia. Lovely people, welcome to an entrancing excursion to the weirdest and, some could say, most hackneyed nations of our grand planet. Our investigation starts in Russia, where the broadness of their property is matched by the expansiveness of their unfiltered trustworthiness. Russians are known for their straightforwardness without a doubt. Here, amiable, casual banter is intriguing. All things being equal, they express their real thoughts unfiltered and directly to the table. Number 9, France. Our 9th stop takes us to the captivating place that is known for France. The French are renowned for their adoration for everything French, particularly their language. They may not see the value in your endeavors to articulate their wonderful words with an unfamiliar highlight. This isn't on the grounds that they are discourteous. It's simply that they invest heavily in their language and can be somewhat frightened when they hear it being adulterated. Envision a French individual attempting to say, cheeseburger. Likewise, don't anticipate quick assistance in French bistros and cafes. The French have confidence in taking as much time as is needed and enjoying their food, so waving your server fretfully is a reliable method for procuring cold gazes. Number 8, United Kingdom. Following up, in 8th spot, is the assembled realm, home of sovereignty, tea, and considerate mockery. English neighborliness is incredible, yet they likewise have an exceptional approach to showing their friendship, mockery. Assuming that a British chap refers to you as guy or fellow, it may not generally be an outflow of friendship. However, you can definitely relax. It's simply their approach to showing fellowship. Moreover, they gave the world Monty Python. Who can oppose that sort of humor? Nonetheless, their affection for the lining framework ought to be considered carefully. Holding up in line is a cardinal sin, and if you think it wise to skirt the line, you can anticipate harsh gazes, latent, forceful mutterings, and perhaps a respectful yet harsh showdown. Number 7, India. In number 7, our process takes us to the lively and various place that is known for India. Individuals here are unbelievably cordial. However, private space is something else entirely. It's normal for somebody to stand excessively near the line, or for an alien to start up a discussion as though you've known one another for quite a long time. It's not discourteous, it's simply their warm and inviting society. So don't be shocked in the event that you unexpectedly end up in an unconstrained discussion about existence, the universe, and everything. Moreover, India's traffic can be somewhat of a tumultuous orchestra. Blaring isn't simply a periodic event. Number 6, Germany. In 6th spot, we plunge into Germany, the core of Europe. Germans are renowned for their accuracy, reliability, and love for rules. Being even a moment late is viewed as a significant offense here. They are severe, and in the event that you run a red light or disrupt a minor norm, expect to hear a considerate, however harsh, "Das ist verboten." Das is illegal. This isn't discourteousness. It is an approach to guaranteeing greatest productivity. Also, the German funny bone can appease befuddle. Mockery isn't serious areas of strength for them, and they will generally take everything in a real sense. Number 5, China. As we arrive at the midpoint of our commencement, we land in China, the place that is known for antiquated customs and current wonders. Chinese society is a clamoring, tumultuous ensemble, and individual space is a liquid idea, particularly in packed regions. Bumping might be the standard, and the idea of delaying in line might be a piece adaptable. This isn't discourteousness. It is basically the consequence of a huge populace exploring restricted spaces. Persistence, my companions, is the situation here. China's traffic can be comparably severe. In the event that you've at any point encountered the racket of vehicle horns booming like an orchestra of turmoil, you've presumably been to a Chinese city. Number 4, Israel. Our fourth choice carries us to Israel, a country wealthy ever, variety and deep conclusions. Israelis are known for their straightforwardness and propensity to express their genuine thoughts without frivolity. Assuming that you request an assessment, be ready for a legit and unfiltered reply. This isn't inconsiderate. It is a demonstration of their legitimacy. The dealing society in Israeli business sectors is something to view. In the event that you have at any point seen a warm trade between a merchant and a client, you realize that it is a type of haggling, not a battle. The drama and power of the dealing system is a necessary piece of the exchange. Number 3, Japan. In number 3, we end up in the place that is known for the rising sun, Japan. The Japanese are unbelievably courteous. However, they have a remarkable peculiarity that you ought to be aware of. At the point when you get a gift, dismissing it a few times before at last tolerating it is standard. It's a dance of modesty and courteousness, an approach to showing appreciation. In any case, trust us. You better acknowledge on the third deal. If not, things could get somewhat abnormal. It's not inconsiderate. It's an intriguing piece of their way of life. Number 2, Turkey. In runner-up, we return to the junction of Europe and Asia, the entrancing nation of Turkey. Here you will meet the absolute most energetic and entrancing individuals in the world. At the point when you request headings, you might be met with hand signals, audio effects, and, surprisingly, a full dramatic show where you are shown the quickest method for arriving. This isn't discourteous way of behaving. It's simply a method for guaranteeing you don't lose all sense of direction in the packed marketplaces and winding roads. Number 1, America. Lastly, we have arrived at the first spot on our list of the 10 rudest nations on the planet for 2023. And that nation is, as a matter of fact, the U.S. of America. Pause. Don't race to pass judgment. The U.S. is renowned for its well-disposed, cordial individuals. However, they have an interesting characteristic that can at times be misjudged as inconsiderate. They make sure to up discussions with outsiders and offer the most private subtleties of their lives. Try not to be shocked if a barista gets some information about your end-of-the-week designs. It's not an impolite way of behaving. It's simply an approach to being very well-disposed and inviting. And here are the 10 most rude countries of 2023. We hope you had as much fun watching this video as we did. Remember, rudeness is often just cultural quirks and misinterpretations. Each of these places we explore has its own charm, and it is these differences that make our world so wonderfully diverse. Embrace the quirks and enjoy the journey, because ultimately, it is these cultural surprises that make our travels memorable and exciting. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more fascinating and fun explorations of our world, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you in the next video.